Alright, what is good, everyone? Happy Friday, everyone. You made it through this long week. But if you're like me and from the Northeast, specifically from Massachusetts, some portions of Rhode Island and Connecticut and Maine and all those coastal areas, this weekend might be a slight bit of a nightmare, considering we're about to get a hurricane over here. At least we're going to be scraped by one. Now over here, we're like 250 miles from the Cape. So I hear you asking, why are you preparing for the storm? Well, just about every single model throws us under the boat of 15 to 30 mile an hour winds, which, considering how saturated the grounds are over here, that could be a little bit problematic. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to prepare for my chickens today on Friday. Last minute preparations, getting everything ready. There won't be any rain here, by the way. It's going to be cloudy and windy. Also a perfect fall weather, sort of, with a little bit of a twist. Alright, so first of all, we're going to go in the barn and we're going to check on the baby chickens real quick. Make sure they're all in the brooder. Which, indeed, it does look like they are all in their brooder, which is a good sign. Because last night, I had to rescue 3 of them from the floor, like the barn floor, like the hard concrete floor, and it was like 48 degrees last night. So they would have died because of the cold weather if they were left on the ground. So I had to put them back in the warmth of their brooder. It is getting really cold out. It's only gonna be like 65 tomorrow, which is, I wouldn't really want to call it beautiful at all, because that's a little bit chilly for this time of year. But you get what I'm trying to say here. So those chickens have food, water, and everything they're gonna need, because there's no way I'd actually go outside willingly in a 30 mile an hour windstorm. So let's double check. They have plenty in food and water for the day, which will enable us to not have to go out there as often, and only have to go out there maybe in the evening when the winds have died down. Now we're in the pet flock. Currently, right now, you can see all these chickens are hanging out either in their dust baths or somewhere in the general area. So the chicken coop is actually pretty cleaned out, but what I want to do first is test how clean the chicken coop is, which some fresh shavings can be seen in there, and cute needing to be removed from the box. Yeah, Cute's a broody chicken, and you don't want broody chickens this late in the year. She's been broody for the last week or so. They have plenty of food to make it through the rest of the day, but they're going to need more food tomorrow, which is a quick trip outside and back inside. Now let's check on their water, just to make sure it might be able to last until the afternoon tomorrow, which is likely. But yeah, looks like they could last until about the afternoon tomorrow. I'm going to remove some of these leaves, though, just in case. And I'm going to make sure Loudmouth gets back in the yard, like so. So that way now, Loudmouth is back in the safety of her run. You can see how this run is actually portable because I was able to lift up the fence. If you haven't already noticed, this entire yard over here where the chickens are sitting in is a completely portable yard, specifically made so that way if a predator finds them, we can move them to a separate location. Now, one thing I want to note out here with this is that we have an owl figure. I'm gonna have to take this inside really quickly because, actually no, I probably won't have to take it inside. It's pretty secured on there. Previous years, we've had to take that inside because of how blustery the winds will be and how weak the owl figure is tied onto it, but not this time. Anyways, let's go scan the yard for eggs just in case we forget, because sometimes the wind might be able to blow those around a little bit. I don't really know if it'll actually be able to blow it around, because 15 mile an hour winds can do a whole lot. So this is fake. These are both fake eggs. I don't know why they're out, but they probably have a good reason to be out, so I'm going to leave them out. So the chickens are prepared in this flock, prepared in that flock, and I really need to go inside, and I still need to work on those vacation videos. I'm leaving in like 3 days to go to far northern Alaska, so I'll close the video out on that, guys. My 2000 special's coming out there. Be sure to click the video on the screen right now, which is a video from back in May teaching you about chickens and hurricane preparedness. Anyways, subscribe.